Hi guys, today I want to make an Art Deco snowflake with you guys, and for that you need some bugles, some Delicas, some 8mm bicones, and some 15-0 seed beads in white and silver. I'm going to do this in a couple of different colors so that you can see where my pattern is going, but I'm going to start with white. I'm going to put on 12 Delica beads, white Delica beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I got about 3 meters of thread. I do like working with long thread. So that is basically always too long, but that's what I'm starting off with because I can't remember. It's been a while since I made the pattern. I can't remember exactly how much thread I used, so I will be back. I will write underneath it how much I actually used. I think about 2.5 meters. Go through all the Delica beads again and then pick up the first one. Right there. And we're not going to make a knot because we got to get through there a couple of times. So picking up the first Delica bead, and then I'm going to pull that all tight. And now I'm going to use my second color, which is a light blue. And I'm going to put the light blue in between my Delica bead. So I'm skipping a Delica bead and I'm going into the next Delica bead. Skip a Delica bead, this one, and then go into the next one. This is basically your peyote, and those that have been with me for a while know that by now. Okay, got another one. Skip that Delica bead and go into the next one. But even if you're a beginner, you can do this. Okay, so this is not that difficult. You just got to keep your end till out of the way. Skip the white Delica bead, go into the next Delica bead, and then you just do that all the way around. And since you put up 12 white, you start with 12 white, you're gonna just need like 6 Delica beads of that second color. Now if you know your peyote, I suggest you do this in all white. It will be prettiest, or maybe some white and silver in the middle. Now this is my last one, so this is the last bead I'm going through. Oh, wrong color. This is the last one I'm going through, like that. And now we got that second row basically done. Okay, so this is the one that's on the inside is going to be the first row now. This is good, the blue one is going to be the second row. So now I'm going to put a new color in between there, but in order to get a next row, we first have to step up. So that means you go into the blue. Coming out of the white, the last white, going into the blue. Okay. And now we're going to go pull everything close. Okay, so we're going to go and pull that up a little bit. And we're going to go into the blue. And we're going to go from blue to blue with the second color that you're using. Or if you're using white, you're just going to be using white. Then you're going to go in between that next round. 2, and that's also 6. 3. And 4. 4. 5. And last one is 6, and we're going to step up. So that would be in the blue and into that new blue that you added. And you got to pull that all tight now. I'm going to move over into the blue. Like that. And then we're going to go underneath. And we're going to pick up a 4mm pearl. And it's going to go in the middle. Oops. And we're going to go across to the other side, pick it up there. into, make sure that the blues are now on the top. Make sure that you go into that next blue. That would be the same color as you picked up on the other side. Okay, now move forward in this green. And we're going to add 15O silver in between the green and the green. It's a different kind of blue actually. I'm not exactly sure what the color is called, but we're just going to add 15 O's in between now. And pull that tight. 1, also 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Pull that tight, and 6, and pick up the silver. So that last Delica and that silver. And it's all very tiny, and it's all kind of difficult to hold on to. But just make sure that you pull that tight. Okay, now I'm going to go into that first blue Delica right there, that shiny one. And we're going to move over to the next blue. So that's the blue connected to the white right there. Then we're going to add our white Delicas in between, from blue to blue. 1, also 6, 2, 3, and it's easy to see because it's the blue one now. But if it's the white one, it's kind of a little bit more difficult to see. But okay, that's why I'm using the blue one for this tutorial. 4, 5, 6. And now you got this. Just make sure you pull that tight. Okay, for the next round, we're going to move up in that white Delica bead. We're going to pick up 2 silver seed beads and 3 15O white seed beads. Okay, now if you put these together, you'll see a little bit of a size difference, but that's okay. Oh, that's not pretty. There. So you can always see, like, if they're like not even, you know, just take them off. This one is a little bit bigger than the other ones. Pull that all the way down. Then pick up the second silver. And then pick up another silver and then go into the next Delica. Now you're making a little picot, so make sure that your picot is nice and tidy right there. And then we're going to do that again. Give them 2 silver, 3 white. Pull it all down. and then into that silver. Keep your fingers on there, that will keep it closer to the bottom. Just make sure that you pull everything tight down there, and then pick up another silver and into that white. Now you got to do this all the way around, so I suggest you pause me now until you get them all on there. Okay, when you got that last round done, bring your thread to the back, and then you will see that you have gone over this blue one. So we're going to go into this little blue one right here, this blue Delica. Next, you're going to pick up one white, a bicone, one silver, and 3 white. And you're going to pull that all down. We're going to go back into the silver and the bicone. And then we're going to pick up one white, and we're going to go into the next blue. Okay, so push that out of the way and pull that through. Make sure that your picot is nice and tight, and just to be on the safe side, you can always kind of pull your picot a little bit and pull that down. Okay, so that's nice up there. It looks good. It's right in between those 2 other picots. Okay, so doing that one more time. A white, a bicone 4mm, a silver, and 3 white. Pull that all down. Back through the silver and the bicone, the silver and the bicone. And the end tail is annoying, I know. But it is what it is. No pain, no gain. And just kind of hold on to that picot and pull that tight. Make sure that that's in order. And then put on another white and go through that blue bicone right there. See? It's easy when you use colors, isn't it? Okay, so you gotta try that a couple of times before you actually start using the white Delicas, so that you don't make a mistake. But basically what you're doing is, when you make that first picot, it's that bead that is right underneath it. Okay, so in this case it's my blue bead, but that's the bead you're going through. So if you're doing this all white, where the silvers are, the 3 silvers, the triangle silver, that bead right underneath it. So if you're gonna go all white, if you're brave. Okay, so you need to do this all the way around 6 times, so I suggest you pause me now until you get that done. Okay, well, now you got something like this, and we're gonna pick up that Delica coming out of this blue Delica right here. That was the last Delica we went through, and now we're gonna pick up this white one. Okay, now we're gonna pick up a 15-0, a bugle, 2 white, and another bugle, and a white. And we're going to go into that next Delica right there. And it is important that you make sure that these threads don't twist on the bottom, else it's just not going to look good. Okay, so you got to make sure this is the way it needs to go in. Make sure that that is indeed the way it goes in, and it does not twist on you. be careful that that goes in straight. Okay, so 15 white, bugle, 2 15 white, another bugle, and a 15 white. Pull it all down and into that next white right there. Be careful that you don't break your delicas, and then twist it so that it goes in the correct way. Okay, so you gotta hold on to that, because you see it's already twisting the other way. You don't want that. You gotta make sure that it stays twisted in, that doesn't twist, that thread doesn't twist on the bottom right there. Just pull that tight. Once that's in there, it won't go anywhere. You gotta get those two seed beads right next to each other. And if you get confused, it's the Delica that is under these two seed beads right here from the bicone, okay? So just in case you get confused. So pause me now until you've gone all the way around. Now we're going to go up again through the seed bead and the bugle. And then we're going to add 4 silver to our needle. I'll pull that all down, minus my finger. And then we're going to go and cross in there, in the bottom one, like that. Pull that all tight. And now you got to pull that down. And we're going to go into that white silver seed bead, down in that bugle, and coming out of that silver, that white seed bead underneath the bugle. And that's why it's so important that everything is straight. Okay, now you got a little picot here that you might have to straighten out a little bit. There we go. Pull everything tight. And then we're going to go into that Delica again, that's underneath that bicone. Okay, so basically you're following the same path. Be careful and only do them one by one. Please don't go from the Delica bead into the seed bead. Try and force your way into the bugle, because you will break your Delica beads, okay? So, into the Delica bead, up the seed bead, bugle seed bead, until out of the way. Four silver, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulling that all the way down. And going into that last one. So you got like a little loop that you're making basically. And then you're going to go down the seed bead, bugle, and the seed bead. Now do this five times in total, because I am going to, and then straighten it out. Don't forget to straighten it out. So do this 5 times total. I already got 2 done, so 3 more, because we got to also add the loop on top for the ear hook. Okay, so I suggest you pause me now. Go through the Delica, that's underneath the bicone, and then do the other 3. Pause me now. Okay, time for the loop. We're going to put 3 silver on our needle and pull that all the way down. Then we're going to pick up 5 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go back around into that last silver right there. And now you got to make sure that that all is pulled down. I'm going to add 1 more silver, And then we're gonna go up this silver. And then we're gonna go down like we gone down before. Like that. And now you just got to make sure that everything is straightened out. There we go. Got our little loop on top of our little picot there. And then into that Delica again in between. Right there. Underneath that bicone. Oh, oops. Everything okay there? Now, one more round. We're going into that last Delica that is underneath the two seed beads right here. We're going to go into this Delica. And now we're going to add a round of 15 silver seed beads in between there. So that's the all the way on the bindles on the inside. That's the Delicas right snuggling up to that pearl. Three. Four. Gotta keep your finger on there because it's kind of hard to see. 4. 5. And 6. And you're gonna pick up the Delica and the seed bead. One at a time if you have to. And the seed bead. Pull that tight. Okay. I'm gonna pick that Delica up again. That's underneath the two seed beads of the bugles. And now we're going to pick up a white, a silver, and a white 15-0. And we're just going to go from Delica to Delica underneath that bugle. And this last row, it will kind of keep your bugles in place, okay? Until it's driving me nuts, and probably is driving you nuts too. Okay, well, we're almost there. The right there. White, silver, white. Next one, right there. 2. And you can hear that popping in there, very nice. So that's going to be very tight in there. One, 2, and 3. White, silver, white. Next one. And pop. You can straighten out your picots a little bit along the way. And not all bugles are equally sized. That's what you get when you have Preciosa in the house. It might be looking even a little better if you got some Miyuki in the house. Okay, so white, silver, white. And that next one. Make sure that that's not twisted. White, silver, white. White, silver, white. And this is my last one, right there. And now I meet up with my end tail, so I'm going to go underneath my beads. I'm going to tie a double knot. And another one. And I'm going to go sneakingly up my bugle with one thread. And I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm going to do the same with this thread on the other side. I think I'm going to go into that same. And we got that knot in there, so might as well push that one through in there too. Up. Here we go. And then we're going to straighten this out right here. And then we're going to put an ear hook on there. And there we have it. Our Deco style snowflakes. And they're pretty. Even with the blue inside in the middle, they're still pretty. But you can do them all white, you can do them all kinds of colors. Okay, so I got the material list underneath the video for you. If you want, you can also buy the PDF file. I will put a link of that one on underneath too. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And yeah, that's the first pattern, I guess, of 2020. See you guys next time. Bye.